What's up, guys? Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you are in the world, and welcome back to another stream. We are back on VATSIM, guys. We're doing it with the HEMS Golf Sierra Alpha Sierra from the Scottish Air Ambulance Service here, based at Glasgow Airport at the Gamma Aviation Facility. We're going to be heading out into some bad weather again. The last time we done this, it got pretty squirrely and we flew through the worst turbulence that we'd ever seen. It was a lot of fun in the motion seat, so we're going to wire the motion seat back on again, take to those skies, and hopefully start saving some lives. What's up, Platty? Good morning. Better luck this time. Yeah, I hear you, brother. Fingers crossed that we're not going to have the same drama that we had the last time. Yeah, it was a bit of a nightmare, so I think I've just kind of committed to, basically I'm going to accept whichever ones we get rather than trying to. In fact, you know what? I'm scrubbing that plan straight away. I'm going to try and do the custom mission. We'll try and fly somewhere cool up in the Highlands and see how we get on. And yeah, just hope for the best, dude. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed it goes well. Alright, so we are inside the aircraft now. I have the crew on board. I think once I start the actual application up, these guys are going to get out and then reload back in. So we'll see how this goes. So we don't have any power on the aircraft at the moment, but we do have the software working. So I'll click on maps and missions and go to mission library, random and everywhere. I've actually just had a thought that I won't be able to connect until well, hold on, we'll try it, we'll see what happens. It is loading the software. While we're doing that, we'll go ahead and grab the battery. Master battery is on. So we have the confirmation that there's been no errors detected. Click on single player, and then we'll come down and we'll get our dispatch system connected and running. Okay, confirm that we have power up test OK in the master list, and that is fine. The aircraft's doing its weight computations at the moment. So we'll say the payload is, we'll say 155, and the crew weight, we'll put in 480 for that. In fact, this sounds like quite a lot. Yeah, 480 should be fine. There's 4 of us in here. And go ahead and validate that weight. Here's the boys getting back in. So my guy's checking his medical equipment, making sure that that's all present and correct. Alright, we should be able to go ahead and push call to connect now, and that should connect us up to the software. There we go. Alright, I want to try and get the custom mission. Hold on, so let me just adjust these. Maximum range. Alright, so I'll bump that up. So let's see if we can get the first custom mission to work, guys. So we want to go to a single mission. We'll go to a road traffic accident. We'll just select the first one in the list. Select variant 4. And if I go to custom location, set custom location, zoom out, orientate the map. We want to go out into the Highlands. And we'll see if we can do it somewhere up Loch Goyle. We'll see if we can pop it here. Click. Accept changes. Alright, so we've set accepted format, we've set the custom location. Back to main screen. Mission briefing. No, doesn't want to do it. Fuck it. Alright, weather's pretty bad today in Glasgow, as you guys might have guessed. You can hear the rain. QNH is 9 or 9 or 5. Medical emergency, we'll just go ahead and accept it since... Accept dispatch. QNH 9 or 9 or 5. Niner 6, 9 or 5, set. Decision height to 400. Decision height we want 130. And decision altitude we want to 400. Alright, so we're hoping this works out. Cabin preparation, it is normal if this message stays for up to 2 minutes during this time. Disregard possible errors. Alright, so fingers crossed this is going to work. It's telling me that the incident is 56 miles away. Alright, here we go. At least one injured, waiting for information, medical emergency, waiting for information about rescue vehicles. Systems of the patient is unresponsive. Oh, that looks like something happened. An ambulance, LAS 424 has reached the scene. Crew requires further assistance. Alright, cabin's ready for takeoff. Everything's so far so good, guys. Let's see where we're going. We're actually going to the G-spot. Our destination is the G-spot, guys. We're going to Mull. So it looks like it's right outside the ferry port here. The ambulance is just arriving on scene. So everything so far so good, guys. So far so good. Alright, let's go ahead and close the tablet. Good morning, Caliber. Good to see you, sir. Welcome on board. Alright, power up test is okay. We'll go ahead and we have the master battery is on. We'll go ahead and turn on the prime pumps now. I've asked George if he can please get out and do the walk around while we're starting up, George. That'd be very kind. Thank you, sir. Sorry, I know it's raining, but it would definitely help if you could do that for us. Right, so it's actually a very fast aircraft to start. Make sure I've got the numbers displayed as well. Status. So we've basically turned the battery on and the fuel pumps on, and we're already at the point where we're ready to start. So we'll go ahead and get the anti-collision and the position lights on just to let the guys around the aircraft know that we are prepared to start the aircraft. Let's go ahead and take flight on engine number 1. Bonkos, good morning. Yeah, we're going to the Isle of Mull, Caliber. I've got a coffee in hand. Nice hot coffee. Hey, Swappy, good morning. Okay, engine number 1 is idle. We can go for 2 now. While we're doing that, we'll go ahead and set up some radio frequencies here. 122 800. And our transponder is on. Okay, we are on Unicom. Transponder is squawking. So the weather's pretty terrible, guys. The weather is pretty bad today. The visibility's not great. Alright, both engines sitting at idle. We'll go ahead and take flight on... Oh shit, I just shut that down. There we go, grab that. Alright, flight on 1. Flight on 2. We'll turn the prime pumps off. Transfer pumps are on. Standby battery, avionics master switches are engaged, DC voltage is set, hydraulics are good, lavcast set to passenger. We'll take the wiper on at the moment as well. Co-pilot and pilot pressure static heaters are engaged. We'll turn on the strobe light. Emergency lights are armed. George is back in the seat. Cabin looks secure. Go ahead and grab our backup SAS, AP1 and AP2. Alright, now we'll get our displays configured. We want NavD with HTOS on the center screen with the VMS up with the numbers. That has been validated. We'll take synthetic up on the front as well. Decision altitude, decision height are both being set. QNH is set 9 or 9 or 5. Weather radar could do be coming on. Alright, weather radar and HTOS, good handshake from those. This is Flight Sim 24, Swappy. Flight Sim 24, my friend. Alright, we've got no ATC at Glasgow, but there are 3 other aircraft as well as myself on the ground here. Alright, quick flight checks, make sure the controls are working. Collective is good. Alright, clear on the right hand side. I see the guy standing by there, he's cleared enough distance there. Clear on the left hand side. We'll start pulling in some power. We're going to turn down the display brightness on this guy. And this guy. And this guy. Status. Alright. Incident is 55.9 miles away. We'll just check cabin is ready for takeoff. Alright, clear on both sides, clear all around. Let's go. Little bit of left pedal as the aircraft gets light. Alright, up we go. T's and P's are stable. Rotor RPM is stable at 101%. Engines are good. Everything's in the green or grey, and the fuel is checked. We have 5.1. Alright, we're going to let this guy get out of the way. And then we'll taxi forward and we'll make a quick advisory on the Unicom that we're crossing the active runway. Glasgow traffic, Helimed 5 Echo, correction, Helimed 5 Alpha crossing the active runway from south to north, full departing to the northwest. Okay, we're out. Through VTOS. Alright, runway's clear. We are past. Alright, we'll start climbing up out of the airfield now. Alright guys, time to start picking our way through the weather again. Alright, feet off the pedals. Already starting to get pretty bumpy. It looks like it's going to be one of those days, brother. Okay, so we're going to pick our way towards Clydeside. We'll be routing out by the Erskine Bridge in Dumbarton. The wind is already gusting 38 knots.
Easy 809 at Echo, push and start, stand 18, safe north, wide for traffic.
Okay, the Erskine Bridge is just on our right hand side. Can't really see it due to the low visibility at the moment. We are 500 feet above the ground, which is right on our minima. There's the Erskine Bridge there. And we're routing towards Dumbarton now. Hey, who's? Good morning, brother. Glad to hear you're feeling better, dude. Windows doing the Lord's work on the Panford End server at the moment. And bringing the fuel in the C-130. Alright, weather is looking a little bit better out to the west. We got some good ground speed on now. 134 knots across, 135 knots across the ground. Nice little tailwind helping us out. Here's some Dumbarton Rock coming up in the 1 o'clock. Was a very important fort away back in the day for protecting access in and out of the Clyde. Make your choice about a midway meeting or fly to the scene. I definitely want to fly to the scene, so hold on, just let me set up some autopilots here. Dispatch info. Proceed to accident site. We're going to select that. Alright, my... oh, I know why my modes are not working. I haven't started SPAD. Shit. Alright, let me just launch that. You're actually in the kitchen now making food. Nice one. Hey, Imper, good to see you, brother. It's been a while. Alright, weather is definitely getting a bit better the further west we go. We'll turn the wiper off now. Alright, we'll dial in some upper modes. There's altitude hold, heading hold. And I want to be careful with this airspeed hold here. We'll just dial the airspeed up gently so that the autopilot doesn't over torque the engines. But so far so good, guys. I'll go ahead and couple up the nav. Aircraft will make a slight right hand turn.
Glasgow traffic easy 809 Echo taxiing to holding point Golf 1 for runway 05 via Lima and Golf. Glasgow.
Okay, our ETA is about 20 minutes. We'll just ramp up the speed a little bit while gently beeping up the altitude from the autopilot. I need to be really gently with it because the autopilot will over torque the engines and it'll try and kill me. It'll drop out the rotor RPM. So always a good idea to bring the speed back while trying to climb. Oh, yeah, it's doing it again. Rotor RPM is getting dangerously low. So this is the real aircraft doesn't do this. The real aircraft is much better at managing the power limits. In fact, the real aircraft will never exceed the power limits for the engine when the upper modes are engaged. But unfortunately, this Microsoft Flight Simulator version, a bit buggy, guys. A bit buggy. Weather's becoming very clear. We've got the glory hole of justice spotted. Right, still trying to just bump us up nice and gently. We do have some high terrain coming up in front of the aircraft. I'm keeping my eye on the HTOS system. I actually did forget to download the HTOS upgrade on the Hype Discord. What's up, Redemptor Ranter says howdy from the land of -11. Where are you, brother? Where is it, -11? What's up, Zubek? Good to see you, dude. Welcome, sir. Okay, we're going to keep climbing. We'll get up to about 1800. That should get us over that terrain in front there. It's -25 in Finland, but you don't live in Finland, Windows, you buster. You settle down. settle right down. We'll keep the climb on. There's the... Oh, it's getting scary, it's getting scary. Don't kill me, don't kill me, don't kill me. Okay, we're flying. We're being a little bit naughty. We're flying right over the Islay naval base. I think that's it anyway. I think it might, maybe it's the next one. No, I'm pretty sure that's it. Oh, the visibility is becoming beautiful out here now. Just slowly increasing the aircraft's speed. Alright, I've asked the aircraft for 120 knots.
Glasgow traffic, speed 185, taxiing Mike Golf to Golf 1, runway 05.
Alright, we are cruising now. I'm going to bring the speed off just a little bit because the autopilot is taking the right old piss. Oh, you're in the States. 1 degree Celsius in Prague, says Zubek. Oh, it's that actually cold out here in the UK today. It's very, very wet. Alright, we're going to have to do some tiptoeing around this terrain. We'll come to the right. Alright, I'm actually going to take over here. I'm just loading the collective just to recover that rotor RPM because the autopilot's been a naughty boy and over-torqued the engines has slowed the rotor RPM right down. So I'm just hawking the rotor RPM, making sure it recovers back up to about 98. We'll go ahead and fly around this terrain here. That naval base is where my father-in-law was assigned during the Cold War. Nice. Yeah, that is called Islay. Alright, we'll pick our way around here. Oh, it's windy. Don't have to worry about the 500-foot rule here because there's no people, vehicles or buildings. It's just us and the incredible scenery. Pick our way around to the right. Wind is up to 45 knots now. We do have a lovely tailwind helping us along, which is ideal. Alright, getting back on course. And one angry Highland cow, yeah. Dude, we've got some serious problems that we've... A farmer's got some serious issues if one of his cows are up there. More likely to have some Highland sheep. Alright, looks like the weather's a bit questionable up ahead. We are on the west of Scotland windows. We've taken off from Glasgow, we're routing northwest towards the Isle of Mull. And the weather's becoming a bit sketch. It's beautiful out here though. Alright, we want to try and avoid that big cloud band if we can. It looks like we can go around it to the left here. We're still tracking on course. We're 12 minutes away with 27.5 miles to run. Bring the altitude hold back in. Alright, upper modes are back in synced. Nav is coupled. HTOS is just letting us know that there's some terrain around about us that we need to make sure that we can see. We're actually just passing south of Inveraray. It's a beautiful town just at the top of this loch here. It's got a very famous old jail. Inveraray Jail, a big tourist attraction here in Scotland. For the tourists heading up the west coast. What's up, Skitsy? Good morning, brother. Welcome, dude. Have you got a day off? Hope the shift went well last night, dude. We had an absolutely amazing stream yesterday. Thanks in part to your good self. I think we ended up with 60 subs yesterday. Skitsy, now that you're here, brother, I was hoping you could help me with something. I have edited the Nightbot command for the channel for the Pyro PC. Now it's showing up on... It shows up on the Nightbot website working correctly, but when people type in the command there, it gives the wrong link. It gives the Discord link, brother. I can't remember the code to change it on the stream. Is there any chance you can change that to say that instead, so it gives the correct Google Drive link, brother? Holy shit, dude, we are flying along here. 150 knots ground speed. We are moving, boys. Alright, 9 minutes out. Oh, this fucking autopilot is the worst, dude. I've already edited in Nightbot Windows. Are you not listening, sir? I already said that I edited in Nightbot. And it shows correctly in the Nightbot list, but it doesn't come up correctly on the stream. Ah, thank you so much, Skitsy. So how did you do that? Edit com and then the com. Thank you so much, Skitsy. I'll try and remember that. Edit com and then the com. Thank you, brother. This bloody fly has somehow got in my office. Yeah, should be working now, Chili. Good to see you, brother. Alright, I've got all the upper modes on the autopilot disengaged, and I'm just flying the aircraft myself because the autopilot's a bit of a diva. My boy's knackered, car problems, work problems, getting old. Other than that, fucking fantastic. Okay, we are about to pass Oban. Oban's up there on the right hand side. Oh shit, here we go guys! This is what I warned you about! Recover man, recover! Get that autopilot out. Oh shit, here we go! Get out autopilot! Oh no guys, we might be going down! Get out autopilot, get out! Get out! Come on, recover, 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 recover! 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 Ah! Bounced off the war! Oh my god! Fucking right, dude. That is a legitimate goat scream. I need to change my autopilot disengage commands.
I literally put my phone down and you crashed your helicopter.
I didn't crash it. Fuck you. I saved it. So what's happening there, guys, is the autopilot just completely overtorques the engine to try and maintain the upper modes. The rotor RPM dumps like dangerously low. The rotor RPM just completely tanks, and then we just basically fall out the sky. So to recover the aircraft, I have to dump the collective, get the autopilot modes out, and hope that the rotor RPM recovers before we hit the ground. Hey, crash out. Yeah, so basically it's a massive bug in the Flight Sim 24 version of this aircraft. It wasn't a retreating blade stall, dude. It literally just was the rotor RPM just absolutely tanking through the floor. Oh, thank God. That was terrifying. After that, I am going to dial in the upper modes again. I need to just go into my config settings and change. See, look, it's going to do it again. It's going to do it a fucking again. I need to change my autopilot bind so that I can press just one button and the upper modes will come out. So while I've tentatively got it on an autopilot here, let's see if I can work that out on SPAD. Panel 2. Alright, so I want to try and change this to a toggle. Let me see if I can find that. Alt toggle, that's what I want. And 2, I wanted to change this to a heading toggle. Heading toggle, that's what I want. Okay, and now what is this heading? What's this one? Alright, so now if I just press the button once, these modes should disengage. Once, twice, yes, that's what I wanted. The way I had it set up before is I had to long press the button to get the upper modes to disengage. Hey, what's up, Mystic? Welcome, brother. Join us at an interesting time, bro. Alright, we're only 5 miles away. So we should be looking for a ferry port. It looks like there is roads and stuff for us to land on. We are still going to do a quick lap around just to make sure the landing area is clear. But we are expecting to be able to land on a road somewhere near the ferry port. It looks like it is just around this little cove here. This is the Isle of Mull. So I'm just coming to the left slightly off track so that the instant sight comes down my right hand side, just to make it easier for me to get a visual on as we go around. Fuel's good at 496 kilos. Wind is still swirling around at about 30 to 45 knots. Sip some coffee before we land here. Alright, that looks like a ferry terminal to me over there. Let's see if we can spot this. So apparently there is an ambulance already on site. Okay, the wind is coming from 120. Alright, yeah, it is over there on the right hand side somewhere. We're looking for an ambulance. Oh shit, I realised I just shouted, hey, fuck you. I didn't crash it, I saved it on Unicom instead of Discord to you. Alright, there is the ambulance.
Who is talking?
Alright guys, we're going to land. It looks like a bit of a car park or something down there, just right next to the edge of the water, just before the ambulance. The wind is coming from that direction. With regards to the P-SWAT check, we've got lots of power available. The size, shape, slope and surface of the landing area all looks good and conducive for us to come in there. We'll approach over the water just to avoid those trees, and then we'll crab into the right... Fuck off, fly. We'll crab into the right hand side just at the end. If we need to abort, we're going to abort forward and to the left. There's too many trees that we can crash into. We do have an engine failure. I'd rather ditch into the water just next to the dock there. if we do have the ability to land, I'm going to try and put an emergency landing just right down there on that little coastline. Alright, here we go. No high tension power cables or pylons spotted anywhere near the landing site. Alright, wind is going to be slightly off at 11 o'clock as we come in. Engines are good, rotor RPM is stable at 99%, we're watching that build up towards 102. T's and P's are all in the green and grey, and the fuel is good. Good forward trend here, we're not too high, not too fast. Good visual on the ambulance. Just pointing the nose left a little bit to keep it in the wind, make my life a bit easier. I don't want to land too close to the ambulance. I'm actually going to go past it and land just near where that red stripe is. Good forward trend, rotor RPM stable at 100% and building to 101. Green and grey. Passing the ambulance on the right hand side. Here's this red strip where we're talking about. Clearing the coastline now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Touchdown. Okay, keep the pedals and the cyclic in the same position and gently lower the collective, and we are down. Alright, reset the trim. Both engines selected to idle and shut down. No, we don't like the smoke, Ian. We don't like the smoke. The mug of justice. Actually, Kenny is, dude. It says kind of a big deal on it. My girlfriend got me it for Christmas. Alright, the crew are out and heading to the building where the emergency is, so while that's happening, we'll come up top and turn off our consumables. We'll get the transfer pumps on, off. We'll turn the avionics off as well. We'll grab the strobe light and the position light. We'll turn those off. We'll leave the anti-collision light on. Co-pilot and pilot static heaters. DC voltage is off also, and we'll turn off our lavcast system. We'll leave the master battery and hydraulics where they are. And yeah, essentially we're a glorified Uber, guys, so we're just waiting to find out what the flight surgeon's diagnosis is, whether we need to take this patient to the hospital or whether he's going to go to the hospital in the road ambulance. We are very close to Oban. There is a trauma centre at Oban that we can take the patient to. If I zoom out a little bit, you can see that it's just there on the map. It's just across the water here at Oban, a place that we've landed at literally hundreds of times in Flight Sim 20. We haven't been there in Flight Sim 24, so I'm not sure what hospital scenery is going to be over there. Ground operations in progress, helicopter area clear. Operations may take a while. Takeoff is allowed if the area is not safe. Area is perfectly safe for where we are at the moment. The traffic is passing on this road. We're parked in some kind of car park. It looks like this is actually like the queue for where the ground traffic queues to get into the ferry terminal. I've never been here before in real life, but I've always wanted to visit more of the islands on the west coast. I've never had the chance to actually do it. Maybe this year is the year that I get out to the Isle of Mull. Yeah, Mr. Pierce. So I don't like. So the mod sometimes does deploy smoke so that you can find the instant site easier. Shows you the wind and stuff. I would rather use the aircraft instruments and try and find the instant site visually. It kind of just makes for a better challenge. But yeah, there are some instances that you turn up to and the smoke is deployed. What do you use to generate the scenario on air or something else? Asks Nerf My Age. My boy Skitsy has you covered there on YouTube, brother. Thank you so much, Skitsy, for popping the links in. What is this guy doing, bro? What? Guy's just... It looks like he's actually going to get the stretcher, so potentially we are going to be taking this guy. We're on the Isle of Mull, Beyond. We're on the Isle of Mull. Much further north than the Isle of Man. Yeah, definitely, Piercy. Oh dear, he's crying. We can hear him whimpering. Alright, the boys are getting the stretcher out. They'll take that over to the patients. Another reason why I like landing in front of where the emergency is, so that the guys don't start walking through the aircraft with a stretcher and stuff. It can be a little bit buggy at times. Alright, patient has been stabilised, but he requires urgent transport. We will transport him. Alright, so we don't like to actually have the engines running when they load the patient. It can be quite traumatic for the patient to get loaded under a helicopter that is running, but what I'll do is I will just get the aircraft primed and ready to start as soon as they get him loaded on. So I'll go ahead and turn on both prime pumps and turn on the position light and turn the strobe light on as well, just to warn anybody that's near the aircraft that, hey, we're about to start these engines at any point. It'd be a great idea if you got out of the way. We do have a Fenestron tail on this aircraft, which is a lot safer for the people on the ground, people around the aircraft. It's a lot, you've got to be a special kind of stupid if you put your head in there and it gets hit, but a lot of aircraft don't have these Fenestron tails, and the tail rotor just kind of floats around, and a lot of people walk around the back of the aircraft while it's running and yeah, stupidly fucking kill themselves by walking straight into the tail rotor. Dude, I think that's just Darwinism, dude. That's, if you walk into the tail rotor of a helicopter, I think you've made some bad life choices. Alright, it looks like they are bringing the patient round here. I don't know why he's doing the Kentucky shuffle here to get him in, but we are going to get this guy onboarded and we'll take him to Oban. You're going to the Isle of Man? Nice! For the TT, is that? You're going over there for the TT? The C-130 has the longest startup process I've ever seen, says Octane. It's not that bad, brother. Once you've done it a few times, you can actually be quite quick with it. My boy Pyromaniac is super fast. Alright, manually select destination is what we're after. Manually select, and we're going to take the hospital at Oban. Accept destination. Reach selected destination. Alright, so let's get these engines up and run. So engine number 1. Do you confirm? Yes, I do. Accept. Guys, so far so good. The mod is running really well. Alright, monitoring this startup. We'll take engine number 2 as well. We can start both engines at the same time in this aircraft. Okay, 1 is up on idle. I'll take the prime pump off and the transfer pump on. And 2 is up, prime and pump. Go ahead and take the avionics back on. And flight on 1, flight on 2. Okay, both engines are up, the switches are guarded. Alright, torque sharing is confirmed, everything's in the green and grey. Fuel's checked at 478 kilos, the master avionics are back on. We'll go ahead and get the DC voltage back on for the guys in the back. Lavcast, which is our our vibration compensation system. It can be quite bumpy in the aircraft if we have that off, so we turn that on and select it from pilot to passenger. And that just has a dampener on the rotor system that tries to dampen as much vibrations as it can. Makes the ride a little bit more comfortable for the people in the back. Prime pumps are off, transfer pumps are on, hydraulics are good, Lavcast. HTOS is set, pilot static heaters are set, and the hydraulics are good. Alright, AP1, backup SAS is on, AP2 is also checked, we are connected. We're clear on the left hand side, clear on the right hand side, all the doors are closed. The wind is coming from the 110 heading, which is just out here at 19 knots. We'll go ahead and come into a ground effect hover. We'll shimmy out over the water as we transit back out. We're looking for a decision height of 130 feet for our TDP, which is our takeoff decision point. Once we go through that, and we'll fly away. If we have an engine failure, we'll come back and land over there on the right hand side where we talked about where we're coming out of land. If we have an engine failure before TDP, we're going to attempt to come back to this point here. Alright, clear all around. 3, 2, 1, lifting. Okay, stable on the ground effect, rotor RPM is settled at 102%. T's and P's are all in the green and grey. We'll come out a little bit to the left. And we'll start backing it up now. I want to be able to come back into this landing zone if the engine fails before TDP. This is looking good though. Try not to fly in external view. Alright, we're coming up. We can pull into the yellow band if required. Okay, we're through TDP. Engines are good in the green and grey. Stick forward. Rotor RPM stable at 102%. Okay, we're flying away. We're monitoring the rotor RPM. We're looking for that to come back to about 98, 97%. T's and P's are all still good. Engines are good. And we'll start climbing out. Feet off the pedals. We have enough airflow down the aircraft for the aircraft to streamline itself. Welcome back on Twitch, Mystic. Hey, Dolphin knew we were in Mull, yeah. I think it's our first emergency call into Mull, Dolphin. Okay, we're flying into about a 30 knot headwind at the moment. That's going to obviously slow our progress a little bit. We're going to be transiting over a big body of water here, so we really want to get as much altitude as we can in case we have, worst case scenario, a dual engine failure. Or a single, which we can fly on one engine. But just in case both donkeys go off, for fuck's sake, we'll get a little bit of altitude so that we can hopefully auto-rotate towards some terra firma. The hospital is only 7 miles away. We should be there in about 5 minutes. Our ground speed is not fantastic because we have this 30 knot headwind at the moment. Our ground speed's only about 90 knots. Our airspeed's only about 105 knots because we are climbing. We have some shipping traffic out in front. Looks like a sailboat, bro. Oh, sporty day to be sailing. Hey, Brandy, welcome back. Yes, we've just landed at the Isle of Mull and now we're on our way to Oban. Oh shit. Dude, it looks like the tail rotor's not moving. Oh no, it was just the guards that I could see in the flyby camera. So it looks like the weather on the west coast is definitely VFR. I think to the east coast it was pretty bad. Thank you, Skitsy. Alright, I'll go ahead and risk some upper modes here. 2, 3. Bring the speed back a little bit before it kills me. And we'll couple up to nav. The Isle of Mull was the location for the kids show Balamori, brother. You're a little bit too young to know that. Props to you, Brandy. Balamori is a very old show, I think, anyway, if it's the one I'm thinking of. Tell us a story, Balamori. Love these chase plane views. Alright, we're 2 miles away. Let me disengage these upper modes. I have control. So I have landed on this helipad lots of times before in the past in Flight Sim 20. This will be my first time in 24. So I'm not sure which scenery to expect. What we'll do is we'll try and be a little bit neighbourly. We'll try and avoid going over as many houses as we can. I love how you get the buffet as you fly over the terrain from the wind. Anytime you get close to the ridge lines, you always get a little bump and a jolt. I'm a coffee drinker, Brandy. Hey, Callie, good to see you, brother. Welcome. Alright, the wind is coming from about 110 still over here. There's the hospital down there. There's a badly rendered helipad. I can see a guy already waiting for us. We're just going to go in and send it quickly here. I'm going to dump out the collective and start slowing down. This patient is pretty critical, so it is important that I get him there as fast as I can. I'm going to try and bring the aircraft in over as few buildings as I can. There is like a bit of a wood here that I can descend down towards, and then we'll crab over the trees. Try and cause as less disturbance as we can. Alright, good visual on the helipad, good visual on any obstacles that are between us and the landing zone. I can see the high tension power cables behind the helipad, so I don't want to overrun. If we have an engine failure here, we are fully committed into the helipad. T's and P's are looking good, everything's in the green. Rotor RPM is building up towards 102%. Good visual references, not too fast, not too high. Contact. We are down. Our engines have been selected to idle. We should offboard this guy pretty soon.
That scenery looks awesome.
Yeah, I want to see if I can find some kind of scenery pack, dude, to get it looking a little bit better. Thanks for the 7 streak.
But remember where we came from.
I know, dude, you're right. Oh, it's my guy! Thank you so much, brother. Thank you, Cutlass. One of the longest running supporters of the channel, a guy that was absolutely instrumental in helping me get the hem stuff set up. Thank you so much for the tier 1 for 56 months, you absolute legend, sir. Thank you. Ahoy! Oh, brother, it's so good to have you back with us, dude. We've already nearly been killed on stream once today by the autopilot, so Cutlass can attest just how fucking terrible the H145 is in Microsoft Flight Simulator 24. The autopilot just tries to kill you. It dumps the rotor RPM, and yeah, you just fall out the sky. I did manage to save it. We came careering down, dude, bounced off the water, and I managed to get it back into the air again before we rolled over. So I am manually flying the aircraft a lot more than I normally would be, Cutlass, to kind of get around that issue, but yeah, it's still my favourite aircraft, still my favourite livery as well, bro. I can't in good conscience not fly my baby Golf Sierra Alpha Sierra in this absolutely gorgeous Scottish Air Ambulance livery. I just really like it. But I was asking on stream the other day when we were flying Cutlass if anybody can recommend another good paywear helicopter. A lot of guys recommended the MH60, the Black Hawk. I want to do HEMS operations in the UK, so I don't really feel that the Black Hawk is vibes for doing HEMS in the UK. So have you tried any of the other hype stuff, the 160 or anything good going on there? I need to look at your carrier landing video for the Tomcat, says Callie. Brother, get in there, like and subscribe. Right, let's see if we can get this mod to work on our next mission. So far the mod has been playing ball. The first time we done the stream, the mod was absolutely terrible, but so far the mod is playing ball. Congratulations, we completed the mission. Alright, we'll go ahead and get the transfer pumps back off. Right, okay, end mission. Cleaning up. Let's see if we can get another mission to work here. Random and everywhere. I have downloaded it, Skitsy. I don't have anything installed yet, bro. I did do some research, brother, and apparently it's broken at the moment. The developers, like when you try and install it, it comes up with a 404 error. Apparently it's something to do with the guy's back-end server and he's trying to fix it. So it might not even work right now, brother, but I will see if I can get it installed later on. But I did check out the feedback on the internets and it said it was no bueno. Alright, single player. Let's hit next dispatch. A person in a building requires assistance. More information as soon as possible. Okay. Alright. Roger Skitsy, I'll maybe give it a go then. Cutlass says the 160, yes, but I don't think we'll ever see the action pack, sadly, on the 160. Well, that sucks. I made a rather nice Coast Guard livery for it. Nice. If you so... Do you know when you start Flight Sim 24, guys, and you see like that kind of video trailer thing in the game, and do you know what I mean, you see a guy like hoisting people out the water and stuff? How the fuck do you get to do that? How is that a thing? Where do you get to do that sort of stuff, dude? Is that only in the career? Alright, let's see where we're going. We're actually going to Campbeltown! Bro, I low-key hate Campbeltown, dude. It's a long story. Good news is there is a hospital very close to where we're going, but this looks like it's going to be a tight landing, guys. They want us to go to this street in Campbeltown, Hillside Road by the looks of it. I have been here before in real life. So yeah, we'll head on down to Campbeltown and see what we can do. Let's get the aircraft started, and while the prime pumps are on, avionics are on. They should really be off. How dare you, Reaper? How dare you? I'm hoping they move like the Cowan S76 over to career mode. Career mode, but it's, yeah, I tried the career mode, dude. It's a total grind. The amount of crap you have to do. Alright, let's take the start on 1. Ready for engine 1 start. So the mod is behaving itself. This is a nice change. The mod is behaving itself quite well today. Cutlass is in the chat, babe.
Hi, Cutlass.
Mrs. Maverick says hello, brother. I think you can just hear her on the microphone. You wee Stella! That's not my girlfriend talking.
I was just thinking about actually a wee trip somewhere like that.
Yeah.
A wee time
We love Cutlass.
Yeah.
Me and my girlfriend have met Cutlass in real life.
Thought I was the captain of. Thought I was
Yeah,
in
that's
charge.
right, yeah. Hi, you cheeky Q. Hi, cheeky Q.
Hello, Pepito.
Windows says hello as well.
Hi, Windows.
Alright, both engines. Get down, you cheeky little coop. What do you think? This is a game, son? You think it's a game, little man? Hey! Ella!
No! Ella!
Fucking dog. Alright, flight on 1. Flight on 2. Prime pumps are off, transfer pumps are on, avionics are set, Lavcast is set, DC voltage is good, hydraulics are good, co-pilot and pilot static getters are both set. We are all good up. Emergency floats are armed. Alright, there's a landing spot. Destination. So how do I adjust the landing spot? Oh, do I drag it? Nah. Nope, don't do that. How do I adjust the landing spot? Cabin's ready for takeoff. Mission library. Alright, cabin is ready for takeoff. Close that. Alright, rotor RPM is stable at 101%. T's and P's are all in the green and grey. The fuel is checked at 400 net. I don't know how we're refueling, dude. I didn't ask anybody to refuel, but apparently someone put some fuel in for me, which is good. Engine switches are guarded. Backup SAS is set. AP1 and 2 avionics are set and good. Trim reset. We're clear on the right hand side. We're clear on the left hand side. We're going to come back in the same way that we back out the same way that we came in. We'll try and do a category alpha departure out and rearwards. If we have an engine failure before TDP, we'll come back onto the pad. If we have one after TDP, we're going to look for a suitable place to land. If we can make it to the Oban heliport, we'll head over there. Alright, 3, 2, 1, and we are up. T's and P's are still in the green and grey. Rotor RPM is stable at 100%. Alright, coming back out to the right just a little bit. And here we go. Up we go. I can pull into the yellow. Okay, still good visual on the landing pad. Rotor RPM still stable at 101%. Greens and greys. We are through TDP. Collective down, stick forward. Whoa! Whoa, lassie, whoa! Alright, clear on the right. The scenery looks incredible. Okay, we're heading on down to Campbeltown. We're 57 miles away. It's going to be a half-an-hour flight at this speed. And we do have a slight headwind component. I'm hoping the wind is going to... So the wind is slightly at our left 930 position. Oh, Elliot, you buster!
Good morning, motherfuckers.
Oh, did I want to hear that again, bro?
I still got him. He's still back there. Come on, man. Do some of that pilot shit.
Good morning, motherfuckers.
Good morning, Elliot, brother. Thank you so much for the tier 2. The 2 for 22. Thank you so much, brother. On a 22-month streak, you absolute legend. Thank you, boss. I hope you are well. We'll get a parrot in here for you momentarily to celebrate that tier 2 snatch. Unfortunately, I did try and get P3D working, and it still won't load, bro. I think I'm going to have to get Gabby on the phone, brother, and totally just reinstall the whole thing. It was Gabby that actually set it up for me and got it all installed. I didn't know how to do anything. Gabby basically just talked me through the whole thing, so I think I might need his assistance again. But we're here on VATSIM. We've done our first rescue. We flew to the Isle of Mull. We've just taken the patient to the trauma centre at Oban. And now we're on our way down to Campbeltown. Weather looks okay ahead. We're fighting against the wind to claw back on course. Altitude, heading, airspeed, and we'll dial that down. Loving these chase plane views. Day 1 of 6 days off, let's go, bro! That's awesome, Elliot. What are you going to do with your time, brother? You want to get... bro, get in the Panther Den and start moving fuel, you buster. What's up, Sour Gravy? Welcome back. Let's get that parrot in here for my boy. Thanks again, Elliot. 22 months of that massive support, brother. Thank you so much. Thanks to Skitsy as well, brother, for updating those commands. My guy is the legitimate mod father, bro. There's nothing this guy can't do. Alright, we're still really fighting this wind to get back on course here. Helicopter! What's up, grabbers, you buster? Thank you so much. Good to see you, dude. Welcome back. Lovely day for a swim in the clouds, Mav. I hope you're well, gorgeous. Thank you so much. You're too kind, grabbers. You're too kind, bro. Ah, shucks. I hope you're doing well, man. Thanks to Windows, you buster. Thank you so much for the gifted tier 1 to Nightbot. God damn it, who's you shut that shit down? So the mod's actually behaving itself very well so far, Elliot. We haven't had any issues so far. I'm just trying to claw back onto course so that I can turn back right. You can see the direction the wind's coming from. The wind's hitting us right in the face at 36 knots at the moment. So that's really shagging our ground speed. Our airspeed's 110 knots, ground speed of only 89. I am flying with the upper modes engaged on the autopilot, which is why I'm having to bring down our speed a little bit, or the fucking autopilot will try and kill me. Going through a bit of turbulent air here. The autopilot on this thing is so bad, it's unbelievable. Oh, Timbo again, dude! Thank you so much, man! Another 5 gifted subs from this guy! Let's go, brother! Thank you so much, dude! That is so kind of you, sir. Thank you very much. What a legend. Thanks, babe. Another 5 gifted subs. I hope you guys are enjoying the show. I know this isn't I know we're not shooting people down or dropping bombs and shooting rockets and firing guns and stuff, but dude, I really enjoy this, bro. The scenery is incredible. I'm flying one of my favourite civilian aircraft. This would be my dream job. Like, if I could get one wish from a genie, my wish would be to fly the Scottish Air Ambulance rescue helicopter. This literally is my dream job, guys, in real life. If I could have anything in the world, I would have this. I mean, that's not true. Obviously, if I could have anything in the world, I would have my beautiful girlfriend for the rest of my life. But a close... Love you, baby. A close second would be...
Helicopter.
A close second would be a Scottish Air Ambulance rescue pilot, dude. That would be my ultimate dream, dude. My ultimate dream. So yeah, flying this aircraft, I really, really enjoy it. The scenery in Flight Sim 24 is just jaw-droppingly gorgeous. So this, and dude, it's so good with the full motion rig that I've got, 57-inch ultra-wide wraparound monitor as well. Bro, I really am, dude. This is as close as it gets to actually being a real helicopter pilot flying this aircraft. So, yeah, I know you guys mostly come for the DCS content, but... I love doing this too. Thank you so much to Boosts. Boosts, thank you for the Prime for 31 months.
Helicopter, helicopter. Paracover, paracover.
Alright. So the roar RPM is not great. No, thank you, baby. That's kind, but thank you. No thank you. Thank you, but no thank you, my darling. Alright guys, I have already drunk 3 coffees this morning, so I am desperate to pee. So I'm going to leave you with some cool views. I'm going to hope to God that the autopilot doesn't kill us. Ooh. Elliot, you buster! Guys, another great day for gifted subs. Thank you so much, Elliot. Elliot dropping that tier 2 and 5 gifted subs. Thank you so much, you absolute legend. That's going to be a full up sheesh. 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 Thanks again, Elliot. What's up, Blackhawk? Welcome to the channel, sir. Welcome to the Captain's Club, courtesy of Elliot. Good to have you with us, brother. Alright, guys, we're going to disable the motion on the seat.
Boys seen an aircraft carrier around here?
Negative, Reaper. Alright guys, I'm going to jump off camera for a little sec, use the facilities and just grab a quick drink of water, maybe a quick nibble. I'll be right back, guys.
Made in China.
Alright guys, I'm back. Helicopter still flying, that's good. Also, just came back just in time. Possible bit of terrain in the way, guys. Oh, what have you never heard of? Sorry, but guys probably can't hear me. What have you never heard of, Cutlass? So Skitsy, have you tried it? What are we talking about? Oh, the new mod. Oh yeah, it does look pretty good. It comes with like some software that you install, and but so far this one's behaving pretty well actually. I'm pretty impressed so far. Hasn't let us down. Hasn't let us down yet today. Touch wood. Right, how are we doing? 31 miles out, about 20 minutes away. We'll start bumping up a little bit. I'll take over. I'll fly so I can get a bit of speed on. There's the roar RPM shitting itself again. All right, I got it. Turn the seat back on. There we go. All right, come on, roar RPM, do your thing. Get a bit of power, get moving. Still need to stay on this crab angle. We have a 29 knot crosswind from the left. I need to steer into it a little bit just to stay on course. Yeah, it looks good, Cutlass. Have you been able to find anything that we can do Coast Guard missions with in the H160? Alright, there is no people, vehicles or buildings anywhere out in front of us. This is quite a remote part of Scotland, so we'll dive down low level a little bit. Just get some low level training in. Makes it a bit more exciting as well. Sadly not, yeah. See, I do really enjoy flying the helicopters on Flight Sim, but I really want to be doing something like these kind of add-on scenarios and stuff. It really just jazzes up the experience. I still can't get over how good the scenery looks in Flight Sim 24. It really is incredible. Aren't the UK buying Black Hawks? The mission builder is kinda okay when it comes to that. I haven't heard of that. I think you've got your finger on the pulse a bit more for those things than I do. I think most of the rescue helicopters in the UK are either the Augusta 139s, the 145s from Airbus, and the 135s. The Coast Guards are the big dogs. What are they called again? You got the really big one, and then there's the other Augusta. I can't remember what that's called. It's a Sikorsky, I think, the big one. That's it, the S92 and the Augusta 189. So I've actually been in the Augusta 189 a couple of years ago, I got invited to get a tour of the Coast Guard station up at Inverness. I think I showed you the pictures from that. The wind is increasing in strength, which is why look at the off angle we're on, guys, to try and stay on course. Look at where we're facing and where the course is going. I really like all the updrafts and downdrafts you get in Flight Sim as well. It's so much better than DCS for weather. I wish we could just get a little bit of a tailwind. The 92's in Stornoway and Lerwick. Roger that. Yeah, it's the 189 that's at Inverness. It's quite a famous call sign, is it? What's the really famous Sea King call sign? Rescue 117, that's it. I just remembered it. Rescue 117 was a very famous Sea King. I think they still use that rescue call sign up north. A bit of weather up ahead, but it looks like there's enough room for us to squeeze through. We're only 10 minutes away now. Make sure the mod is still behaving. Yep, fly to the accident scene. So I don't want satellite. Untick that. We're coming up to Clachan. A casualty died! What? Sadly we can't save them all. God damn it, guys.
Oh, hell no!
We lost a casualty. There's a guy making the 139 for 24, but he's gone a bit quiet. Oh dear. Dude, that's the story of our lives in Flight Sim, isn't it? Great aircraft announced. Lots of like visual updates of the external model and stuff like that, and then it just, you never hear from them again. Alright, we have half a ton of fuel on board, 500 kilos, feels good. He's called Helicopter 1X on YouTube. Roger that. I'll have to have a wee look after the stream. So how's life treating you anyway, Cutlass? Are you still at that other airbase that you moved to? Or are you doing something completely different now? We'll need to meet up this year again for a wee dram, brother. A hug and a handshake and a wee whiskey. Next time I go up to Aviemore, I'll need to make the trip up to Lossiemouth and we can hopefully sync up with your work schedule, bro. Maybe meet up in Lossiemouth, watch some jets. It's X1 at the end, Roger. Alright, 15 miles out. We should be there in 8 minutes. Alright, Campbeltown should just be over these next set of ridge lines. Still looking after the army site, but I'm based at Kinloss. Nice. We had a P8 and Typhoon land there last year as part of an exercise. That's exciting. Yeah, I'd love to get up to Lossiemouth for the day, dude. Play on the golf course. I can't think of anything better to be doing than watching Typhoons take off while playing golf. Alright, looks like we got a bit of rain over Campbeltown. I would love to live in Lossiemouth, dude. If I was to move back to Scotland, I would love to live at Lossiemouth just for the jets, but my heart belongs in the mountains, bro. My heart belongs in the mountains, my guy. I think if I'm going to move back, I would probably move somewhere in the Trossachs or the Cairngorm National Park, where I can see mountains every day. Can't really see the mountains from Lossiemouth. It would be awesome to see all the traffic, but dude, my heart needs lochs and mountains, bro. Oh, I didn't hear about that. The captured tanker. That's exciting. It is the far to the mountains, Philosophy, you're right. I want to live in the mountains though, bro. I want to get up in the morning, make a coffee, go outside fully naked, and drink my coffee while looking at the mountains. Walk my dogs through the forests, along the lochs, fully naked. Alright, should be there in 5 minutes. Oh shit, watch out for this wind farm. Could get a bit chilly in winter, Mr. Pierce, you're absolutely right. Hashtag shriveled to the max. Still really annoys me that they can't get the goddamn wind turbines facing in the right direction. The wind is coming from our left, 10 o'clock. Some of the keen-eyed amongst you guys might notice that I put a new patch up on the monitor. It's the little circle one just about here somewhere. That is actually a H145 pilot patch. Given to me by a real air ambulance pilot. Shout out to my boy Cyclic Hotline. Thank you for the patches, sir. Exactly, exactly, Mr. Pierce, exactly. Yeah, living in the Spey Valley would be nice because you still get the low-level flying aircraft coming through there. A lot of Strike Eagles, a lot of Typhoons. Alright, we're getting very close now. There's a Typhoon on VATSIM, says Pilot Kid. Let's have a little look. RFR01. Probably that guy. Is that you, young man? Is that you, young Lucas? A Typhoon out of Glasgow?
Oh, hell no!
What's going on there, son? Not even using the right call sign.
Look at this guy.
Alright, Campbeltown, 3 miles away. It's just over this next hill. Campbeltown. Thanks, Gissy. Right, so we're expecting to be landing in quite a built-up area. We actually have smoke coming up to designate where the incident is. Someone very intelligently decided to deploy a smoke flare for us to show us not only where they'd like us to land, but the direction of the wind as well. So we need to be quite careful on this one because there's a lot of objects that we're potentially going to be hitting on the way in. I'm not really expecting any high tension power cables running over the town. I can see the fire engine. This doesn't look good, guys. In fact, hold on. There's a big park right here that we can land the aircraft in. Alright, I'll start slowing down a bit. Have a look down here, see what we can see. So I think we will be going into landing this park here in front of the building, guys. We have a fire engine on scene. I'm not seeing any high tension power cables. Lots of power available. The engines are good and healthy. Yeah, we're going into that park, guys. The size, shape, slope, surface and surroundings of that landing area, all conducive for us to get in there. We have a nice little approach path as well over this green field down here, which we're going to come into. If we have any sort of engine failure or anything on the way in, well, we can have a little look at this hill as well on the right hand side to go in. The wind is currently 110 at 24 knots. Oh, it's actually really good looking for us here. Lots of area for us to come in and descend and slow down over the open grassland there without coming over, putting our downwash over buildings and stuff. The wind is on the nose now. I'm going to crab slightly to the left just so I can get good visibility coming into here. Rotor RPM is stable. T's and P's are all in the green and grey. Fuel is checked at 459 kilos. We're a little bit fast. I'm going to start decelerating now. Good visual references all around. Watching the rotor RPM building up towards 102%. T's and P's looking all good. Greens and greys. I see the trees on the right hand side and the left hand side. I'm going to go right through the needle here. See the emergency crews on the right hand side there, no factor for us. I'll land right in the middle of the park here. Rate of descent is good, forward trend is good, rotor RPM stable now at 102%. Alright, looks like we've got a slight down slope, that's okay. We're in ground effect. Contact on the left skid. Contact on the right skid. And gently lower the collective. And centre the pedals. And the cyclic. Alright, let's go ahead and get the engine speed down. Shut down. Transfer pumps off. Avionics 1 and 2 are off. We'll take the strobe off the position. We'll leave the anti-collision on. We'll turn off the DC voltage in the LAVCAS system. Co-pilot and pilot static heaters are off. Alright, everything looks good. Right, so our guys are getting out. They should be walking towards to have a look at, see if there's anything they can do. Unfortunately, one patient has died, I'm afraid. But sadly we can't save them all, guys, which we do try, but unfortunately we can't save everybody. Hey, what's up, Dampy? Welcome on board, sir. Thank you so much for the raid, my friend. I hope you guys had a great stream. Happy Sunday. Campbell, we are in Campbeltown. We are indeed, yeah, we're in Campbeltown. We flew down here from Oban. Hi baby, you look beautiful. Where are you going? What's his name? What's his fucking name? Hi little Coop, you coming to see Daddy? I'll zoom out the camera here, guys. You can see little Coops. Hold on, that's the wrong one. Zoom one. Coops! Give me your son. You want to say hello? Hi little boy. Hi my wee son. Hi wee baby. You okay? Where's Mama? Oh, you got your...
Rock and roll!
Oh! Timbo with a $50 donation!
We need more of that nowadays.
Thanks for being super kind. We need more of that nowadays, brother. You're super kind. Thank you so much for the $50 donation, taking us to $1,050 on the go. Brother, thank you so much. That is crazy generous, dude. Thank you very much. Awesome. Oh, Timbo, that is very kind, sir. Is that as zoomed in as it goes? Zoom in 9? Yeah, that's as zoomed in as it goes, guys. Thank you very much, Timbo. That is very kind, sir. And after all the donated subs you've given as well to the channel over the past couple of days, god damn it, somebody get me a parrot in here right now. Thanks for lurking, Dampy. Awesome. Thank you so much, Timbo. That is incredibly generous, brother. Yeah, takes us to... Oh shit, is that 1,000? I can't even read that, dude. The writing's too small for me. $1,112, boys. Let's go. Thank you, my guy. Alright, if you just joined us from the raid, welcome on board. We're doing HEMS operations, Helicopter Emergency Medical Service operations. We have just landed in a town on the southwest coast of Scotland called Campbeltown. We are responding to a medical emergency. We don't really know too much about it. We're basically just a glorified Uber driver. So the medical team are inside the building right now dealing with whatever's going on. I see that young Lucas... Must be pilot kid, dude. That's got to be you, son. I see that you've changed your call sign there. Might want to speed up a bit there, brother. Weather's been pretty sketchy all day. But yeah, so far it has been playing ball. We've not had to break any minimas for going down below 500 feet over obstacles and stuff like that. So yeah, we're hoping the weather holds. We'll see how this goes. Young Jake's in the house. Good to see you, brother. That's a straight up sheesh. Enjoy your lunch. Hey, Relic, welcome back. Alright, Right, what is going on here? Patient is in critical. So one patient unfortunately died. The other patient is code 2 and had been assigned as a priority by the doctor. So it looks like we might be taking him. There's no ambulance on scene. In fact, there's a hospital right there, dude. I'm not sure it's the most cost-effective way for us to get him to hospital. But hey, if the doctor says he needs to go, there's the Typhoon there. The doctor says he needs to go to hospital, then I'm not going to argue with him, dude. It's all flight hours for me. So yeah, it looks like we'll be taking him to the hospital at Campbeltown. I don't think there is any other hospitals anywhere around here. There's no hospital on Arran. We could potentially, if it's serious enough, take him back to the Queen Elizabeth Hospital in Glasgow. Oh, I can hear the Typhoon. Right, I think my guy's getting out to get the stretcher. Load this patient in. Missed you last night at training, young Jake. Alright, stretcher ho!
Campbeltown traffic, 11, taking off runway 11, straight out, we're going to climb to 6,000 feet.
Young pilot kid, living his dream. Jake's going to get some Concorde practice in later on tonight. Bro, that could be on the cards for the big dog. I tried to get P3D working this morning, but unfortunately, what is going on here? Unfortunately, it refused to boot up, but I think I'm just going to try and reinstall it, dude. If I get time later on this afternoon, just try a quick reinstall. Because we need to get Concorde back on the stream, guys. Concorde must come back. What's up, Funky? My boy, Skitsy. We'll hopefully know the Hems. Is it Hems? There you go, brother. There it is there. There it is there, Funky Monkey. Young pilot kid saying it's very windy. Yep, it is indeed. That is not 6,000 feet, young man. Thanks, Gitsy. There's a link to everything you need to do these missions. One thing I want to check, if I can sort out the flyby view. Edit that. Can I assign this to the adjust, duplicate. I keep forgetting I want to plug in my Xbox controller so I can do more with the views. I've got this drone camera here, but I'm not really 100% sure how it works. There's the boys in red. Literally be a red. This guy's red faced, dude. What the fuck have you seen, bro? That guy's been through some tough times. Okay, patient is coming back. Welcome back, Q squared. Good to see you, brother. He's doing the funky chicken. Alright, manually select destination. So we're literally just going right there. Campbeltown Hospital. Patient's getting loaded in. Accept selection. Alright, prime pump's back on. So it's a whole 0.7 miles away, guys. Let's go ahead and get both engines started since This is a bit of an emergency and the patient is quite critical. Trim has been reset. We'll get the position and strobe lights back on. Hey, what's up, Ghetto Zebras is back. Good to see you. No, Campbell, we're going to take him to the hospital at Campbeltown. It is less than a mile away. Would have been much faster to take him by ambulance, but I don't know why an ambulance hasn't arrived, and we can't put him in the back of a fire engine. Alright, flight on both engines, prime pumps off, transfer pumps on, the lights are set, avionics back on, DC voltage back in the back. Guys, lavcast is set, co-pilot and pilot static airs, hydraulics are good, emergency floats are armed, primes are off, AP1, AP2 are re-engaged, backup SAS is checked, trim has been reset, torque sharing is confirmed from the engines, all good in the green and grey, fuel's checked at 453 kilos. So that little patch I've got on the back of the monitor, guys, is a H145 patch, corresponds to this indication here on the PFD, which denotes our cyclic position. Alright, code 2 for the doctor, we need to get there quite quickly. A lot of obstacles behind the aircraft that we could potentially hit. So there's nothing really high around us, so we're going to come forward and then we'll do a Cat A lift coming out and back. Okay, trim is reset, clear on the left, clear on the right. Alright, slightly leaning over to the right hand side, so I'll get the right skid off the ground first. And then the left skid. And we'll come forward. And stop here. And we'll come out Cat A. Engines are good, rotor RPM stable, we're through TDP. Alright, let's find where this hospital is. Should be just over here somewhere. Is that it there? No. Is that it? That's got to be it. I see guys waiting by the helipad. Right, okay, nice. Nice short flight for us. We'll still claim the hours. Alright, around we go. The wind is coming from 110 at 28 knots. I'm going to come around these houses here. Got a big field that I can come down and decelerate into. And we're all about being neighbourly. Alright, around we come. Oh, it's windy. Alright. Decelerating straight down this nice open part here. Obviously any engine failure, we'll just put it straight down. T's and P's are good in the green and grey. Rotor RPM is building up to 102%. Good visual on the landing area. We're coming in a little bit lower than perhaps we should be, but that's okay. We'll clear these vehicles and then descend onto the pad. Alright, rotor RPM through 100% now. We'll square up. Looking straight ahead. Touching down. Yeah, he could have crawled. Hey Face, welcome. Right, come on guys. Good to see your face. Welcome. Thank you for joining us. Alright, patient's been transferred. You guys can go now. Face says, I'm from the government health and safety management. Health management, just checking in to make sure your flight is worth the flight.
Look at this guy.
Alright. Another one saved. Looks like we saved the female. Unfortunately, the young man didn't make it. End mission. Alright, we'll take another one now. I really want to get the custom missions working. I'm going to try one more time to get the custom mission working. Set custom location. We're going to the borders. Been a wee hot minute since we went to the borders, laddie. I'm looking for a wee road. A wee road in the middle of nowhere, son. We'll pop them down here, so shall we will. Click. Double click. Accept destination. Alright, so what's happening now? Fuck all. Oh, nice. No, we're nowhere near Loch Ness windows, but I appreciate the enthusiasm for my country, brother. Set a custom location. I already have set a custom location, I thank you. Oh, apparently it's there. Apparently the guy's there. Why is it not working? That is where we set. Yeah, that is where we clicked. So how do I now get the mission to go? Oh, start selected mission at custom location. Alright, hopefully this will work. Oh, so far so good. Yes! It looks like it's working, guys! Fucking finally! Alright, please don't get stuck at 55%. Come on. Cutlass says, well, Maverick, you've now inspired me to get back into the cockpit for the first time in ages. Damn, some setting up to do. My pleasure, sir. I do what I can. I do what I can. Alright, shit. It looks like this one actually isn't going to work. We're stuck at 55%, which means it's had an error loading whatever objects are over there. I'll try and set it up again. Random and everywhere. Alright, custom mission. Single player. Custom mission. Why does it keep bringing me back to this page? Custom mission. Select a mission. Road traffic accident. Select variant 1. Custom location. Set custom location. Back into the borders. Find a wee road. Glentrool Village. Sounds like a nice wee place. Accept destination. Start selected mission at custom location. Alright guys, hope and pray. Hopefully it gets through 55%. In my experience, doesn't normally get past 55 if it jams. We'll give it a little minute though. We'll give it a minute. Tell you what, in case it actually does legitimately take a couple of minutes to load it up, which I don't think it's going to work, guys. I don't think it's going to work, but while we're waiting, we'll go ahead and see the real aircraft doing its thing. Guys, I heard a beeping noise. It might have worked. No, we're still on fucking 55%. God damn it. I don't think it's going to work, guys. I don't think it's going to work. It always has trouble with the custom stuff you edit. It's so frustrating because this is like low-key the best part of the actual mod is being able to place incidents in places that you want to fly to. It's not all about just kind of randomly getting a mission. Alright, abort. God damn it. Hey, Centurion, welcome back, brother. Good to see you. We are saving the great people of Scotland, laddie. Right, we're just going to have to forget about the custom missions, guys, and just go with one that it gives us. I don't know who keeps putting fuel in the aircraft. Every time we land, somebody seems to put fuel in it. Single player. Maximum range 64 miles. Minimum range 20 miles. We are connected. Next dispatch. Student is unresponsive. Fuck him! Injured, reported injured at peak campsite. Situation is unclear. This sounds good, but... Oh, it does. It's going to give us it. It's going to give us it. Accept dispatch. Oh no! To swap a 1970 XT, but it's crashed to desktop me out of the sim. Dude, you know better than most, Cutlass. It's never simple, bro. We've always got to start doing something. Alright, we're through 85%, guys! Cabin's ready for takeoff. Where are we going? Looks like we're going out to the Isles. We're going out to Islay. Make some good whiskey out there. The destination is G-Spot. Alright, torque shading confirmed. Everything in the green and grey. Hydraulics are set. Lavcast is set to passenger. Standby batteries on. Avionics 1 and 2. DC voltage is set. Co-pilot and pilot. Static heaters are on. The lights are set. Prime pumps are off. Transfer pumps are on. HTOS is set to mute. Standby SAS is on. AP 1 and 2 is also on. We are clear all around. We're going to be coming out over this road behind us. Looking for the traffic. Is this van going to make a turn? How dare you, sir? Alright, power's coming up. Alright, nicely into ground effect. Okay, we'll come up and aft. Category Alpha. The wind is just coming slightly from the right hand side. Let's try and keep the helipad in the chin window as we do this. Rotor RPM still stable at 102%. Green and grey, we're looking all good. Okay, we're through TDP. Clear on the right, clear on the left. I'm going to come around to the right over this field here. Woo! Alright, away we go. Oh, we should be picking up a good tailwind here. Get there a bit faster. The elusive G-spot. There's Campbeltown right there. Alright, we have quite a large body of water to cross over. The Irish Sea. Well, I don't think this is... Well, this should be the Irish Sea here, yeah. So we do want to get a bit of elevation on. So I'm hands off at the moment. Aircraft is behaving itself. Tailwind is already starting to really help us out. We're doing 135 knots across the ground with 109 knots airspeed. The wind is pushing us slightly to the left, so we want to be off course just slightly to the right. Okay, there is the Isle of Islay in front of us. It's spelled Islay, but it's pronounced Islay. As in, I love flying aircraft, Islay. You can, Centurion, yeah. Alright, we should be there in 15 minutes. Dude, I wonder if I can sneak in a bit of toast. I'm pretty hungry. Right, 2,500 feet will do. Couple up the autopilot. Baby, I thought you were leaving. What time you got to go? Roger. Hi, sweetheart. Have a nice time. Alright guys, I'm going to do a risky AFK and go just very quickly make some toast. I am absolutely starving. What I'll do is I'll leave you on the cinematic views and hopefully the aircraft won't crash. I'll be right back. What's up, Fearless? Oh, you guys heard me kissing my girlfriend. We're on our way to Islay.
Helikopter, helikopter!
Alright guys, I'm back. I am armed with some toast. I got the butter out on the knife and then bloody dropped the bloody knife. Alright, how are we doing? Oh, why is this happening? There we go. Alright, we're only 7 minutes away. Weather looks like it's holding up. Right, I am just going to quickly eat some toast off camera, guys. Obviously still be here. Holy shit, we're far away. Alright guys, thank you so much for your patience. Just wolfed down. Just chucked 2 bits of toast into my fat face. We are almost there. 6.5 miles out, we'll be there in 3 minutes. So, all we know is that someone's been injured on a campsite. Should be right on the coast, so it shouldn't be difficult to find. My boy Relic dropping some history bombs. Nice, brother. Alright, fuel check. 539 kilos. This is the Isle of Islay. They make some lovely whiskey out here. I prefer whiskey from Speyside, but this is a nice whiskey out here. Alright, we're descending in. I can actually see the smoke. Someone's put up a smoke flare. Could be an interesting landing site. So we're not expecting any high tension power cables or pylons anywhere near this area, but we will do a quick recce just to make sure. So quick check on the winds. The winds are coming from 120 degrees at about 30 knots. Hey, what's up, Spectre? Good to see you back, sir. Welcome, dude. Your brother is a Speyside distiller. Nice, dude. I like it because of the taste, obviously, but I also like it because I've canoed down the Spey River many times in real life. So my favourite at the moment is Tamnavulin. Or Tamnavulin. That's my favourite whiskey at the moment. I had a couple of drams last night, in fact. It's Burns night tonight, so I've got my haggis ready. Me and my good lady have haggis, neeps and tatties on standby for Burns night. And I'll be having a wee dram of Tamnavulin.
Hello, motherfucker.
Hey Taz, welcome back. Alright, looks like we need to try and get pretty close to this to land on the top of the peak, as there's quite a lot of slopes around otherwise. What's up, Tux? I really like the space side stuff. If you haven't tried Tam the Violin, dude, try that. It's like drinking apple juice. Alright, so I've already picked my landing spot out. It's going to be, as we come around, it's going to be on the left of where the smoke is and where the people are standing. The wind is quite strong, so I do need to try and make my approach into the wind. I don't necessarily need to land into wind, but making our approach into wind will definitely help keep the aircraft stable. Alright, so the size, shape and surface all look good. The slope I'm a little bit worried about. It should be flat enough up the top there, just on the left of the smoke. I don't want to get too close to the tents or we'll blow them away. Alright, here we go. Lots of power available. Rotor RPM's building through 100% now. I'm coming in quite aggressively here. Keeping that rate of descent managed. Alright, in we go. Wind's coming from the left hand side now. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go past the smoke. I can see like a little ridge where it levels out just out here. So the wind is hitting our 9 o'clock right now. I'm going to put the wind into our 7 o'clock, which is always bad news for a helicopter, but this one has lots of power available. Alright, the slope here seems quite flat. Rotor RPM is stable. That's us getting bounced around in ground effect. This weird effect where the more, dude, I'm lowering the collective, but we're going up. Can't really see it from that view. There's some disagreement between the aircraft and the terrain here. Alright, definitely not my best landing, but we are down. He currently works in the Tormore distillery, but has previously been at Dalwhinnie, Moray, and Cragganmore. Nice, dude. Nice. Sounds like a good brother to have, bro. Especially if you enjoy drinking whiskey like me. Yeah, Relic. So they actually do have military versions. Relic on YouTube saying this helicopter could make a great military helicopter. There are military versions of this helicopter, dude. Not 100% sure which nations use them. I'm pretty sure they're some European nations do use them, but yeah, the H145 does see some military service. Tux McBay, I love that name, dude. So I don't really like peaty whiskies either. I don't like stuff that's too peaty, but Tam the Violin is really, really nice. I think maybe Germany does, yeah. He calls his work missionary work. That's what I said last night to my girlfriend. So this is a whiskey I like. Tam the Violin. Gorgeous. It's just like drinking apple juice, dude. It's a single malt. I prefer single malts. I don't really like blends. where is their distillery? Come out of the heart of the world's famous for the space side. The distillery sits on the site of a carding mill. So I like this double cask one. What's all this racket back there, guys? I think we're taking this guy. He sounds like he's in bad shape. Sweet, smooth, and fruity. Yeah, this is my favourite one at the moment. Hey, what's up, Whoopass? Welcome. My boy Skitsy's got you, Whoop. Join that Discord, dude. Everything you need is there, brother. There's no such thing as bad whiskey, just bad education, dude. I'm not sure. I've tried White and Mackay. I've drank White and Mackay, bro. Alright, looks like we have the patient on board and we're taking him somewhere. I'll get the aircraft started and then we'll select the hospital. Prime pumps on. You hopping out, George? Thank you, mate. That's very sensible, George. Especially given all the debris that's around the aircraft. Thank you, dude. George's going to do his walk around as we get started. Alright. I think we'll probably be going to Oban from here. Mind you, Campbeltown would be closer, but I'd quite like to get back into the north. Fort William, up to Oban. Accept that. Hi George, one's good, going to start two. Yes, Funky, we do. George is back in, the door's shut. Alright, master list is cleared, the trim has been reset, torque sharing is confirmed on the engines. Everything's looking good, they're all in the green and grey. Fuel is checked at 520 kilos. We have the route selected, 45.5 miles out. The wind is actually coming from directly behind us, so I'm going to lift the aircraft up, turn around, and we're going to go out that way. If we have an engine failure before TDP, we're going to attempt to come back and land on this position. If we have an engine failure after TDP, we'll diagnose the failure, see how bad it is. If we can't fly, there's lots of space for us to come and make a forced landing down. If we can fly, we're going to try and get across the water and make it to Campbeltown Airport. Alright, 3, 2, 1, here we go. Alright, we're up. Turn out the wind. Alright, noses in the wind. Rotor RPM's really not loving its life at the moment. Alright, steady at 102%. Engine's working overtime with this wind, dude. Out we go. That's a cool shot. Alright, engines are still good. Rotor RPM stable at 102%. We'll come out of the yellow now. Stick forward. Give the aircraft a little second. Okay, the bad news is we're flying into this goddamn tailwind, headwind words. Feet off the pedals. I've dialed in the upper modes. Hopefully the autopilot's not going to try and kill me. Okay, at this speed we should be there in 24 minutes. Hey, what's up, Hayden, you buster? Welcome. Good afternoon. Happy Sunday. Alright, we're going to climb a bit just because we're over the sea here and it's always sketchy to be low when we're over the sea. Boil and mash them, stick them in a stew. Young Wiley's in the house. Good to see you, son. Welcome on board. We are saving lives here on VATSIM. We just flew to the Isle of Islay, and now we're on our way to Oban. Oh, let's pull it.
Oh, hell no.
Good to see you, Jim. How long have I known you? Brother, thank you so much for the tier 1 for 80 months. Holy shit, son. Thank you so much, sir. Couldn't have asked for a more distinguished gentleman to join us. 104th bullet in the house, ladies and gentlemen. Our resident real world 787 captain in the 104 Phoenix Squadron. And we've got young Wiley. Mother's milk still wet on his face. Probably melted out his fucking tits. Some people wake up and choose violence. Others, like Wiley, wake up and choose wake and bake, bro. Wake and bake. The good old days. I miss them, Wiley. I miss them. Good to see you both, guys. Welcome on board. Welcome to the friendly skies. We're just skirting below the weather here. We've got up to our altitude that I'm looking for. I don't really want to climb too much higher or I'm going to end up in the soup.
Hello, motherfucker.
Alright, we're flying with a slight headwind component from the right hand side here. The wind is 30 knots. At this ground speed, we should be there in 22 minutes. Wiley chooses violence in her DCS competitions. That's right, bro, yeah. Chooses to wake and bake during peacetime, but violence when we need to turn the heat up. Thanks again, Jim. Always good to see you, sir. Young Flint's in the house as well. Welcome, Flint. Good to see you, brother. Welcome back. We're tickling a bit of VATSIM just to get the day started. Oh dear, Wheaty crashed his bike yesterday. What? But the motorbike into a ditch, all good. Learn from my mistakes. Was doing some off-roading. Yeah, you gotta be super careful, man. I completely wrecked my right knee on a quad bike. A few moons ago now, dude, when I was 30. I'm 40. Wait, man, I'm 41. Yeah. Am I 41? Yeah, I'm 41. Oh shit, dude, I'm 42 in April. Blue is the best crew. My boy, legendary. I see what you've done there, bro. That's genius. I like it. I respect it. Happy Pappy's 44 next week. Oh, happy birthday in advance, brother. Timbo just turned 42. Nice. Happy belated birthday, Timbo. Yeah, I'm 42 in April. My back's starting to get sore every day. My knee hurts. My penis is getting bigger though, so hey, every cloud, guys. Every cloud. Every cloud. Mav does look young. I am 41 years young, sir. Not like young Wiley. When you hit 55, you start noticing, says Wheaty. I've still got a little while to go then. Hopefully we make it. My guy, Zikri, says, hello, I am from Indonesia. Welcome, brother. Can you speak Indonesia? This might come as a bit of a surprise to you, sir. As a white male from Scotland, no. No, I can't speak Indonesian. Sorry if that's a bolt out the blue, my guy. But, yeah. Indonesian class in school. Running fin on the ground, bro. Running fin in the air. Just generally pretty trim. Mav, what is the day your birthday is in April? I like to keep that top secret, brother. I probably will stream on my birthday, though. No, it's not that much of a secret. So, the 12th. My birthday's on... I'm the 12th of April, dude. 12th of April. I can speak fluent Swahili. My guy on YouTube says, I cannot speak English. You're doing a great job typing it, sir. Yeah, great job. Bullet's on the 8th, yeah, so April's a great month for the 104th. Bullet's birthday's in April, my birthday's in April, Mogass's birthday is also in April. I think Play's birthday's in April as well. Centurion's a fellow April boy also. April's a strong month, boys. Strong month. Alright, the autopilot, shockingly, is doing a great job, dude. I think the way the wind's coming from is really helping, so hopefully that stays. Daz was born in April as well, by the sounds of it. Nice, Daz. I'm an Aries, but I don't really believe in that relic. I think star signs are a load of shit. My girlfriend, obviously, has that fucking belief that stars... She reads her star sign all the time. She reads my star sign. Bullshit, dude. It's bollocks! Total fucking bollocks. November is the way forward. Oh, hell no, bro.
Oh, hell no.
Hayden, obviously, a November, baby. My boy Daz is 50 in April. What? I hope you're doing something nice for it, brother. I hope you got... Tux might be the first. Tux is an April Fool. I've got no idea, Hayden. Some of them believe they're witches and stuff like that. Dude, our ground speed is horrific. 106 knots. Hey, fuck you, Skitsy! How dare you, sir? I love oat milk, bro. Dude, I only drink oat milk. Well, obviously I drink water and shit like that, but whenever I have coffee or tea, I have oat milk in it, guys. I'm all about that oat milk snatch. I don't drink that beef milk. Yeah, exactly, Bullet. Exactly. Or what's going to happen to you on that day or week. Oat juice? Oat milk, bro. Yeah, that's it, Happy. That's it. Spectre on Twitch says, was flying a glider one day with 5 knots ground speed backwards. It's not often you can say that. You're still in England, Spectre, aren't you? Have you ever flown up at Feshy Bridge up in the Highlands? I've flown gliders out there quite a lot. Up a good old Feshy Bridge. Feshy gliders? Feshy gliders. Right, we have... How long have we got left to go? 14 minutes. I'd quite like to fly some DCS next. I want to check and see what the status is of the old Panther Den. Server status. Server's not going to restart for 10 hours, guys. I think we might fly from the boat. I think we might go for the aircraft carrier. Thank you, Zikri. You take care, brother. Thanks for stopping in. Oh, nice, Spectre. Flown at Feshy, Portmoak and Kinloss. My guy's a serious player in the game. Boss ammo is depleted. Yeah, Daz, I think if I'm going to fly the Hornet, dude, I'm going to come from the aircraft carrier. So it's going to be like an hour and 20 minutes to get from the aircraft carrier to the tanker. And then we'll see what mission we can get after that. Centurion's 39 on his next birthday, bro. The Club 40's creeping in. Time flies by, dude.
Hello, motherfucker.
Hey! Wicked's here. Good to see you, Wicked. Welcome, boss. Am I right in saying you've got a few days off now? Was it you that had the wee streamy days off coming up? Hopefully my boy's not getting ready for a night shift tonight. Yeah, April is the party month for sure. For sure.
Damn, it feels good to be a gangster.
Alright, 20 miles away. You're on your lunch break. Oh no, my guy's working. Oh, sorry to hear that. Sorry to hear that, Wicked. At least the air is quite stable here. I don't feel the seat moving at all. Cup of tea time, says Daz. Yeah, I think I'm going to disappear as well, guys, and just make a quick cup of coffee before we come into land. So we're going to land at Oban, and then we're going to fly the aircraft back to Glasgow, end the stream at Glasgow, and then get ready for a DCS cream. Don't bust that nut just yet, guys. I'll be right back. Oh no! Oh no! Code red, bro! Get back in the seat quickly! Oh no! Ah! Save it, man! Save it! Save it! Save it! Save it! Oh, pilot's off! I got it! 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 Holy shit, guys! Woo-hoo-hoo! Oh my god, bro! Woo! Oh, roar RPM, recover. Come on, take me back up. Take me back up. Oh my god, bro. Oh my god. What a save, dude. What a save. Oh, I was just coming back. My dogs are sleeping in the living room. And I thought, I'll be nice. I'll lift both dogs up and take them and put them in our bed so they can lie down in their bed. So I almost came back like a minute earlier, 2 minutes earlier, but I just thought, let me just move the dogs first, and then I walked back into my office. Luckily, I turned the motion seat off, or the motion seat would have been jazzing all around the place, dude. I literally jumped into the chair, guys. Holy fuck. I didn't even get the gloves on. Oh, wow. Wow. Right. Right, let's see if she'll settle down. Try and reach the gloves. Hey, the pilot was AFK, right? Come on, give me a break, bro. Oh shit, it's happening again! Ah! Oh no, I might not be able to save this one. I got it, bro. I got it. I got it. Oh, the autopilot on this thing is absolute trash. Right, get the gloves on, Mav. Get the gloves on. Sweet Jesus. Oh, help my kilt. 6 miles away, we nearly died. Yeah, stupid. Because the aircraft was made in Flight Sim 20, the lead developer of this aircraft basically left the company. So it hasn't been optimized for Flight Sim 24, so the autopilot is just crazy buggy. I want to watch that clip. Who clipped it? Flint, thank you so much, Flint. Alright, fully recovered. Ah, fucking hell. So what happens is in Flight Sim 24 the autopilot just doesn't respect the torque limits of the engines. So the autopilot will over torque the engine, right? Which in turn slows down the rotor RPM. And eventually the rotor RPM just slows down so much that it doesn't generate the lift required to keep the aircraft in the air. The aircraft just then starts departing. How you doing back there, guys? Don't worry, guys. Don't look at me judgmental. Don't look at me judgmental. Alright, I saved it. Alright, is everybody okay? Bro, you okay? Jonathan, you alright? John? John doesn't look happy, guys. Hey, listen. I was making coffee and looking after my dogs. Yeah, autopilot's had a rough Saturday night, Daz. Oh, guys, what a save. Alright, 2 miles away. Engines are okay. In the green and grey. Fuel's checked at 407 kilos. The wind is coming from about 115 at 25 knots. We're actually coming straight in on a good approach here for the arrival on the helipad, so I'm going to start slowing down now. I'm going to try and keep the aircraft away from the buildings as long as I can. There's the helipad there. So I'm going to slow down over like clear areas as much as I can. Leave my descent until we get clear of these buildings. I'm going to descend initially like into this area and then come over the warehouse there. Just try and not fly directly over these buildings. Try and be a bit neighbourly. Alright, we'll start descending now. Roar RPM stable at 99%. We're watching that build up towards 102. We'll start coming right. Good visual on the helipad. Weather's okay. T's and P's are all in the green and grey. Try and put our downwash over these trees rather than the buildings. Good forward trend. Noses directly into wind. Trying to avoid the buildings, going over the trees. Helicopter! Alright, looking straight ahead now. Touching down. Woo! That was close, boys. That was close. Boil and mash them, stick them in a stew. Oh, what's up, nuts, you buster? Welcome, brother. I don't know if you. Dude, I want to see the clip of that in a second once we see the patient get offboarded. Flint's got a better clip apparently. Hashtag clip wars. Let's go, Clint. Give us the clip.
Oi.
Hello? Oh, wrong button. Hello? I just shouted hello on Unicorn.
Hello there.
Hello there, laddie. Identify yourself.
Big crab guy reporting for duty.
Yeah, big crab guy. I love a big crab guy. What's up, brother? Good to see you.
Yeah.
I'm live on Twitch, so please don't say fuck or bugger.
Bugger fuck.
God damn it, Crow! You're not even Crow, you're Blackbird.
You're getting senile in your old age, man.
I am, dude, yeah. 42 in April.
Yeah, basically a senior citizen.
I should be getting a free bus pass anytime soon.
Yeah, yeah.
I just need to watch a clip on the stream because I went AFK to make a coffee and the autopilot departed the aircraft out of flight. And just
how nice.
we were literally seconds from crashing. And then I came back into the room and had to jump into the seat. So bear with me 1 second here while we check this out.
Yeah, do your thing, dude.
Alright guys, let's get the display capture up here. Let's check this out. Thanks for the clip, Flint. Oh no! Oh no! Code rain, bro! Get back in the seat quickly! Oh no! Save it, Bob! Save it! Save it! Save it! You can hear me jumping into the chair. Oh! Ah! Save it, Bob! Save it! Save it! Save it! Save it! Oh, pilot's off! I got it! Holy shit, guys! Woo-hoo-hoo! Oh my god, bro! Oh my god! What a save, dude! What a save! Oh, I was just coming back. My dogs are sleeping in the living room. Yeah, so the dogs were chilling in the living room, and I thought I'll give them a wee treat. I'll put them in our bed so they can lie down and rest there. If I hadn't done that, I would have got back just as it started to depart flight, dude. But good job I got back when I did, man. Or we were that was it, dude. It was all over. It was all over, bros. Right, let's get ourselves back to Glasgow. What pressing here? Buttons. Saved the patient though. Sheesh. Alright, we'll start heading back towards Glasgow. Scottish Control is online. 134775. See if I got a radio check first. Scottish Control, good afternoon. Helimed 5 radio check. One 34775. Sure, the right one. Alright, for some reason I don't hear him. 134775. I don't hear anybody. Helimed 5, radio check.
Just so that's the same platform 350, Skywalker 02 Alpha.
I can hear someone.
That's platform 340, Skywalker 02 Alpha.
Alright, I can't hear the controller. It might just be that we are like out of range. So I'll stay on this channel for now, and we'll request a traffic service once we're getting closer to Glasgow. Alright, engines are both up, torque sharing is confirmed, T's and P's are all in the green and grey, rotor RPM stable at 101%, fuel's checked at 389 kilos, which is more than enough for us to make it back to Glasgow. We're clear on the right hand side, the doors are locked. We're clear on the left hand side, the doors are locked. The rear door is also locked. The wind is coming from 122 at 18 knots. Let's get the aircraft up. Alright, we're up. We'll turn the nose into wind.
Scandinavian 2 Alpha, we just hit a major turbulence. Yeah, for some reason we disconnected our autopilot, but we're back on track.
For some reason...
2 Alpha, Roger. Do you need to descend or you can keep climbing?
No, we can keep climbing. We just hit a major big... yeah, we almost died well. Yeah, sorry about that.
We almost died, good lad.
Alpha, no problem. You can continue climbing for 370.
Okay, we're through TDP. The engines are good. Rotor RPM still stable at 101%.
On track to LOT climb now. Continue climb 370. Scandinavian Alpha. Thank you.
British 7946, descend flight level 110. So flight level 110, 7946. Blue Max 9451, time now flight level 160. 160, Blue Max 9451.
Quebec 7 Hotel, Golf 1105.
Well, it's getting bumpy.
Shuttle 7 Hotel, thanks from Golf 1105, clear takeoff to wind Glasgow 0830, please 13 knots.
People and 56 after 105.
Easy 103, Copenhagen is offline, monitor advisory 160 decimal 8.
160 decimal 8, easy 103, thank you, bye.
Okay, we're setting our heading for Glasgow. We want to keep climbing so we can clear this terrain that's up in front of us. Unfortunately, we're fighting this headwind all the way in. Thanks for tuning in. Yeah, Tux. 10 seconds later, dude, we would have been gone. 5 seconds later, we would have been gone. See if I can get a radio check from him now.
Approved across taxi.
Scottish Control, good afternoon. Apologies if you've already answered us, sir, but can we have a radio check, please? Helimed 5 Alpha.
Station calling for radio check. Readability, I would say about 2. You're barely readable.
Right, okay, that's not ideal. So maybe when we get a little bit closer, you'll be able to hear us.
Helimed 5 feet Alpha, Scottish Control. Hello, Roger.
Let me just check my settings carefully here.
Campbeltown Hotel, Roger. Campbeltown Hotel, line up from 05. Line up 05 and it's hotel. Blue X 9451, time start about 220.
We're getting quite a lot of interference on him as well, so it might just be that
Shadow 7 Hotel,
we don't have a good signal.
Skywalker 02 Alpha, you can route direct to Foyle.
What museum piece, California? You better not be talking about my aircraft, bro. It's a brand new Airbus 145.
Bravo, when you're ready, descend flight level 250 to be level by Tilney.
Descend 250 level by Tilney for Osprey 114 Bravo.
Hey, Iron Man, good afternoon, sir.
You're leaving my airspace. The next sector is offline. Monitor advisory 1228. Goodbye.
Roger, monitor advisory 122 decimal 8. Have a great day. Bye-bye, Canoe Chopper.
Relic, it wasn't the wind that caused it, no, brother. It was the autopilot. Technically, the wind was involved because basically the wind changed. The autopilot tried to compensate the power for the wind changing, over-torqued the engine, dumped the speed out of the rotor RPM, and we lost all lift.
Easy 46 Lima Foxtrot.
Easy 1 for Hotel Charlie. You call?
Easy 1 for Hotel Charlie. I've sent you PDC right back. There is no need to acknowledge both of
Oh, we're going to have a massive downdraft here.
Alright, received your message. I'll call you back when I reach for that station.
Oh, the Tomcat! Oh, Roger. That's fighting Top Cali. Well, I'm going to very tentatively engage some autopilots here.
Shadow 7 Hotel, time Thunderbolt 150, and route direct now to Dean Cross, Delta Charlie Sierra.
Come on, bro, that's not the heading I asked you for.
7 Hotel, time Thunderbolt 150, and route direct Dean Cross, Delta Charlie Sierra.
Come on, aircraft, behave. Why are you trying to turn left? Fuck's sake.
Navy April 5, negative, Roger, negative. Got painted easy one for Hotel Charlie, now ready for that. Easy one for Hotel Charlie, got the tank Charlie point Alpha 106 by Alpha. Getting hold Charlie 106 by Alpha, easy 140.
Yeah, Relic, it's just a bug in this aircraft because on Flight Sim 24, sadly. Right, it looks like it's behaving now.
Good afternoon, I'll send you PDC WhatsApp.
Right, we've got a direct set for Glasgow. Go ahead and couple the nav. Right, we're going to gently climb. We have some very high hills to pass just to the west of Loch Lomond.
Slow moving, there's no aircraft time or any other information. Negative 1.4, we'll keep an eye for traffic.
Ryanair 3447 up, holding point Alpha 1.
Ryanair 3447, roger.
Hello, Scottish Control, Skybase 486, E320 Neo, flight level 390.
Skybase 486, Scottish, hello.
We have a Navy call sign coming towards us. Is that one of you guys?
Navy 845, roger, that traffic now at your travel clock, 7 miles, opposite direction, 2,500 feet.
That's me he's talking about.
And Navy 845, that traffic is now at your travel clock of 5 miles. If not in sight, you can turn left, heading 270 degrees.
Turn left 270, Navy 845.
Shuttle 7 Hotel, climb flight level 3, excuse me, climb flight level 250.
That's got to be one of you guys.
250, Dunbar, 60 uniform, climb now flight level 110. 110, that's clear.
So there's a Navy call sign flying a P-46 somewhere over here.
Here's the 17 Charlie Delta, ready for departure.
Let's go on 17 Charlie Delta, Roger. Ryanair 3447.
Hey, what's up, Objective? Objective is Navy 845. I see you, brother. You try to sneak up on me. Did you finish that game? Bro, I'm watching you, son. You're gonna get Fox 2, bro. I'll engage with. Violent language.
12 definitely, goodbye.
Somewhere over here now.
And Navy 845, previously mentioned traffic now at your 3 o'clock. Range 2.5 miles. Indicating 2,500, slow moving, slowly tracking away from you now, behind you. So you can zoom on navigation when able.
Take care, Wicked. Have a safe day at work, brother.
Navigation, we got them on the CCAS anyway. Navy 845.
Emirates 9FL, apologies, we had to respawn. We have to reboard again. Can we just check our clearance is still valid?
Emirates 9 Hotel, hello, no problem, your clearance is still fine. Just reset squawk 3451 and call for push.
3451, let's thank you, Emirates 9FL.
Easy 1 for Hotel Charlie, Alpha 1, runway 0, cushion, Alpha 1, line up runway 06.
Line out, runway 06,
1 lead runway 16.
Line up runway 2, runway 16. Sorry.
Safe line to you, objective, brother. Be safe. Have a great flight.
Offline, monitor advisory 1228, bye.
Advisory 122, decimal 8, looking over, thank you.
Easy 46 Lima Charlie. Direction 46 Lima Foxtrot, even monitor advisory 122.8.
Alright, we're about 25 minutes from Glasgow.
02901, you can also monitor advisory 122.8. Lumax 962 uniform, route direct now to Haven and climb flight over 250.
Glasgow AS runway in use is 505. QNH 9er 8.
US got 17 Charlie Delta behind departing easy A320 while for 1 line up away runway 06 behind.
Behind one, manual A320 runway 07 runway behind US 1
Shuttle 7 Hotel flight flight over 330.
Contact about 330,
Lumax 9451, fortunately I'm not covering all the grove this evening. You can monitor advisory 122.8.
Thank you, Hayden.
Lumax 9451, see you, thank you.
Scottish Control, Helimed 5 Echo requesting a traffic service.
Helimed 5 Echo, Scottish Control, good afternoon. Stand by. And Helimed 5 Echo, Scottish Control, good afternoon. Squawk. So, excuse me, Squawk 3620 and pass message.
Helimed 5 Echo squawking 3620. We are 30 miles to the northwest of Glasgow, sir. We'd like to enter into your airspace initially with a traffic service. Type EC45 routing via the Dumbarton VRP to the Erskine VRP and landing at Glasgow Gamma Aviation Helipad.
Helimed 5 Echo, thank you. You identified it's a traffic service outside of control airspace.
Traffic service, Helimed 5 Echo. I forgot to tell him what altitude I was at. God damn it! It's been a while since I've checked in as a helicopter.
3447, climb, flight of 0.
What's up, little bird?
100, Easy 140 Charlie, please take off.
Oh, Flint just got the MH60. Nice! Let me know how you got on with that, dude.
Clear for takeoff, runway 06, easy 140 Charlie.
Scottish Control Navy 845, be advised we're going to look for a full stop landing at Oban. Did you want us to stand the frequency or when we lift back off again, make contact with you for a traffic service?
Navy 845, we'll be closing in the next few minutes, so you can monitor advisory, no matter service terminates, monitor advisory 122.8, bye-bye.
I was advisory, squawk, conspicuity. Thanks very much for the ATC. Have a good afternoon, goodbye.
Bye-bye, and Helimed 5 Echo, you are clear to enter the Glasgow control zone from the west, not above altitude 2,500 feet, VFR. All navigation, the Glasgow QNH 998 hectopascals.
On nav to Glasgow, not above 2,500, 9er 8, with a traffic service, Helimed 5 Echo.
Control Midland 0291.
Nearly forgot my call sign there.
Well, then 0291, you can monitor advisory, please, 132.8.
Thank you. 122.
Skyward 46, Copenhagen is offline, monitor advisory 1228, bye. Skyward 46, monitor advisory 132.8, bye. Skywalker 02 Alpha, descent flight over 130.
Just level 130, Skywalker 02.
Let's go try and kill me again.
We can stand by, break time jet 910, cushion start improved. Call, and when ready for taxi, monitor advisory 1228.
Start cruising, ready for taxi, 122.
Easy 14 Hotel Charlie, you can monitor advisory 122.8.
Unicorn 122.8, thank you. Feel a standby.
Busy day in Scotland on VATSIM today, guys.
Osprey 114 Bravo, you can monitor...
What's the best helicopter in the world? Come on, Jim. You know better to ask me a question like that. The Apache!
Bravo, good afternoon. Ryanair 3447, route direct, Haven, and monitor advisory 1228.
If we're talking about civilian helicopters, this one's definitely up there, dude.
122.87, just got 1 Charlie Delta, sector for takeoff from 06, the wind 090 degrees 17 knots, after departure, monitor advisory 122.
Airwolf.
After departure 125, 122, definitely clear, set for takeoff.
Shower to 02 Alpha, I believe inland after landing 05, nothing further, monitor advisory now 122.8.
Thanks so much. Skywalker 02 Alpha, bye.
Pyramid 5 Echo, there's no traffic at the moment to affect you. There's one on the ground that's pushing back at Glasgow, but other than that, there's nothing else to affect. You can monitor advisory 122, decimal 8 out the closing.
Thank you so much, sir. We'll go ahead and switch to conspicuity and monitor advisory, Helimed 5 Echo. Have a good day.
Bye-bye. In all stations of this frequency, be advised this Scottish frequency is now closed. You can monitor advisory 122.8. Say again, this Scottish frequency is now closed. Monitor advisory 122.8, Scottish up.
I knew you would do it, Hayden. "14 minutes out." Okay, we're going to be flying past Faz Lane very shortly. Hopefully we don't get shot down. And then we'll be skipping by Helensburgh. And then in towards Dunbarton, over the Erskine Bridge, and then into Glasgow. Alright, upper modes are engaged, hopefully they won't kill me. Well, I've never even heard of that bird. I remember Longbow and everyone cheering on the helicopters trying to secure the airbase, dude. Ah, bullet. Those days were great, bro, eh? The Longbow days. Those were great days, dude. Those were great days. What I miss the most, man, is the 104 server obviously being popular. But what I miss the most is like everybody operating from the boat. Do you remember those days, dude, when the server was jumping, the carrier was jumping, dude? You would always have people waiting to land, spawn in. There would always be people taking off. Do you know what I mean? The boat for like a good 9 to 12 month period, the boat was just jumping. Heady days. Alright, that is the dockyards at Faz Lane, I'm pretty sure. Yes. You fly over here in real life, you're in big trouble. This is Helensburgh coming up in front of us now. And this basically is where the River Clyde meets the sea. You're out of Mavcoin, oh my goodness. We'll need to get some predictions again. Fly like the 737 or the 777 or one of the Airbuses. Get you some Mav coins back up, Hayden. Or we can maybe do it later on in the... I'm planning to fly the Hornet after this stream. We're going to be flying the Hornet in, out of Afghanistan, but we're going to be launching from the Indian Ocean, so... There won't be too many traps. Probably just one big long sortie, maybe a 4 or 5 hour sortie or something, if DCS behaves. Yes, you're that predictable, yeah. Another word for it was carnage. It was a good old day, Spectre. I loved it, bro. There's not enough love on the boat these days, guys. Everybody's flying their Vipers and their Eagles off of the land bases. But it's been a good stream, guys. We have saved lives today. We definitely have saved lives. How long have we been live? Mav, what's your opinion of the Eurocopter Tiger? I'm not really mad on it, if I'm honest with you, bro. If I'm honest. Sorry, Iron Eagle, you asked that ages ago. Yeah, not a massive. I would take the Apache any day, brother. Apache all day, every day, my friend. To be honest, DCS needs an amazing update. It's getting boring now, says Zenki. I'm not sure if I can agree with that, sir. DCS really is what you make it and which communities you fly in as well. I definitely agree that it can get boring, but I wouldn't say the whole game is boring. Sounds like you just need to try a different server, aircraft or scenario, my guy. But I definitely can relate to what you're saying, dude. I know that DCS can get a bit grindy. At the moment, Zenki, I mainly fly on the Afghanistan map. I absolutely love it, dude. I found a great server called the Panforden server on Afghanistan. I absolutely love it, mate. Yeah, I remember that as well, Spectre. You had to get on TeamSpeak or whatever first to ask, hey, is anybody near the catapult so I can spawn in? That's how busy the boats were. So the weather's brightened up a lot. When we took off 3 or 4 hours ago, the weather was awful. Thanks, Kissy. Alright, we're just passing the Ardmore VRP, which is that point there. And now we're heading towards the Dumbarton VRP, which is just in front of us. And then towards the Erskine Bridge VRP, which you'll see in a moment. Fuel still looking good at 287 kilos at this endurance, this power setting. That gives us 1.5 hours flight time, and we are 7 minutes away from our destination. There are 3 aircraft on the ground at Glasgow Airport right now, so we'll be making some calls on a Unicom just to let those guys know that we're going to be crossing over the active and landing at the Gamma Aviation facility on the east side. How the rig set up? Any fun? What do you mean, Zenki?
Traffic and it's 9 hotel landing up 05.
I'll need a bit more grammar there, brother. Alright, there's Dumbarton Rock. This is the Dumbarton VRP. Is that the Loch Ness Monster? What the fuck? What is that? That submarine that took a wrong turn? Come left a bit. Up on our left hand side up here, that's Loch Lomond that you can see up there. Oh, you're asking about my motion rig? Yeah, I've got, bros. What do you mean is it any fun, dude? It's incredible. It is absolutely incredible, my friend. Especially flying helicopters on flight sim. There seems to be a lot more data sent to the motion sim regarding the weather and stuff. You'll see the aircraft bob up and down with the wind and the turbulence, and obviously rolling left and right as well.
Glasgow traffic, Emirates 9 hotel.
We should there though, definitely, brother. Okay, we're just passing Dumbarton. Oh, it's amazing launching off the carrier, dude. The whole rig moves backwards. It just shoots you right back. If you catch an extreme, dude, try and catch it as it starts so that you see the launch. What is that thing? Is this a navigational aid or something? Yeah, I think so. I can see the Erskine Bridge up ahead. There's a big quarry on our left hand side. Ugh. Oh, traffic. This guy looks like he's off course. Oh, that's look at that, it's A380 going out. I think it's supposed to be going to Dubai, but it's actually going to London Gatwick. That's cool though. That is Emirates 9 Hotel. Just took off from the airport down there. That's super cool. I'm looking to see if I can see any other traffic moving right now. There's 2 other aircraft down there somewhere. There's the A380 passing over our left. Caution wake turbulence. There's the Erskine Bridge right below us. I don't see anybody taxiing the runway. I can see one aircraft on stand there, and an easy on the push and start there. Glasgow traffic, Helimed 5 Echo. We're just entering the zone now from the north. We'll be crossing runway 05 to land on the eastern apron at the Gamma Aviation Facility. Glasgow traffic. Hey, what's up, airliners? Good to see you, brother. Oh, dude, you've missed most of it. This has been a great stream, dude. We've had some really interesting calls with some great flights. We're just coming back to shut the stream down. We're going back up in the DCS F-18 Hornet next. Right, it looks like this easy... Is he taxiing? Looks like he's potentially started his taxi. We'll start slowing down now. Glasgow traffic, Helimed 5 Echo, clear of the active. Alright, we'll get out in front of this easy. He's going the other way anyway. Alright, into the Gamma Aviation Facility. Touching down. Alright guys, what a great stream. We'll have to rewatch this one back. Love the Helimed streams. Thanks airliners, dude. I've just got it, Kenny. This has only been my second Helimed stream in Flight Sim 24. I've just all got it working. Today went really well as well. So 100% brother, I'm going to be doing more of them. Next week I'm working Monday, Wednesday and Friday. So, hold on, let me just turn that down a bit. Should be streaming on like Tuesday and Thursday, brother. So hopefully we can catch you for some Helimed action then. But yeah, like I said, we're actually just heading out now. I'm going to end the stream and take a short break and go and get a quick bite to eat and then come back with a DCS Afghanistan stream. We're taking off from the Indian Ocean. It's going to be like an hour and 20 minutes, an hour and 30 minutes to fly over Pakistan. And then finally arrive into Afghanistan. We'll link up with the tanker and refuel, and then yeah, get on our way and start dropping some bombs. So yeah, hopefully I will see you guys on the next stream as well. Massive thanks to my guy Timbo Slice. Thank you so much, brother, for the $50 donation towards the 5090 graphics card. and also for the gifted subs as well. Thanks to everybody else that re-upped on the subs, guys. It really helps keep growing the channel. Thanks to all the brand new followers as well. Again, it helps keep growing the channel. We're trying to smash 20,000 followers on Twitch as soon as we can this year. I think we're on like 19.3 or 19.4, somewhere about there. So hopefully we'll smash the 20,000 followers on Twitch within the next couple of weeks. But I will see you guys for the next one. My boy Hayden right at the end.
Come on, man. Do some of that pilot shit.
Thank you so much, Hayden, for the gifted tier 1 to Zenke, brother. There's no more ads for you in the next stream, Zenke, courtesy of the Buster-in-Chief, Mr. Hayden. Thank you so much, brother. Right, guys, I will see you. I'll probably be gone for maximum like an hour. I'll try and just get something quickly to eat and come back in like 30 or 40 minutes or so. But yeah, stay safe until we meet again, guys. Until we see each other again, look after yourselves, your friends and your families. Thank you so much for watching Top Gun and Volleyball, ladies and gentlemen. I am not Scott Manley. Fly safe.